Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to the Hilltop settlement, and in today's video we're going to do some fine tuning and try and tie this bottom area all in and start to get this whole settlement pulled together. And so we're going to start in this spot where we're standing right here. And so what I wanted to do is start to put some kind of transition area in here, so that we can move through and build some areas right in front of us and to the right, and then try and just bring this whole part of the settlement and make it look as though it's all works and all flows. So I'm going to use a box car as an entranceway here. Here's my first try. It didn't quite work, so I'll put probably, which one are we going to go with? Maybe that one. Put it right there. So I'm going to find a spot to put it down, and we need to find something to help us with this. So we're going to go and find a pole to let us glitch it in. Glitching tool, pillar, whatever you like. So I suddenly realised that one of the USO mods is actually uninstalled itself, or it isn't there, because the tall pillar that I usually use is missing. So we'll just, it's okay, we'll use that. We'll use that one for now. Be fine. We'll be fine. We can cope. Pretty easy solution here. And like I said, there is a gap in the fence here that lends itself to this perfectly, right there. And so I think it's important to have some kind of transitional area down here. Here we go, about there. How does that look? Yep, that sort of works. Maybe just bring it up a fraction. But for now, that's okay. So given it's on a little bit of a grassy knoll, I'm going to build a little staircase here, as I'm having a little look around USO again, as I do a lot. And hopefully this is probably the second last video I'm going to do on the settlement. The next one that I'm going to do is I have been working on just pulling a whole lot of different areas together and doing some decorations. So hopefully the video after this one will be a little bit of a mini update tour, so you can see the progress of it. And if there's any little builds that come up after that, then we'll put them up on the channel. And so I'm just going to build a little staircase here. I want to have one that looks as though it's been built into the hill here, and so we're going to do a couple of things just to see. So that looks okay there, and I like the fact that things are growing through that little cart there, and also putting the stairs like this makes it look as though they've been there for quite a while. There we go. We just need to put that down a fraction, or we might just put a board there. These will snap to these stairs, but it does take a little bit of finessing to get this right, and that's always the thing with these kind of custom stairs. They will take a little bit of time just to figure them out. And so I'm trying a whole lot of different options here and just see what works, what doesn't. That sort of works there, like that, and then we can just put those stairs. They will just snap to that board there, like that. And let's see if that works. Probably need to just push this back into the hill a little bit more. Strangely enough, it was snapping into the hill and now it's not. See that? It was transitioning, so we'll have to use the pillar again. And it's good to be kind of up top so you can see what you're doing. and try and get the angle. And I don't want them to go straight down, I want them to be a little bit of an angle for these. There we go, like that. That kind of sort of works. Okay, so I want to do something just a little bit different. So I'm going to use maybe that little piece of ply there, just to step it down again. Okay, just a bit there. So I'm going to just drop that down, pick it up with the pillar. There we go. And just ease it into place like that on a little bit of an angle. There we go, beautiful. And hopefully this will snap to it. Yeah, it does. And I like that. I like that. It's perfectly aligned with those stone walls and whatnot, so I'm not sure what I'm doing here, but I guess we're just going to put one more level to it. I don't think it actually needs it. You know, we'll just get this into place. And these floorboards and plyboards, they get you out a whole lot of problems. They are a fantastic addition to the game. And there we go, nice little stairway that goes all the way up and links that part of the settlement to the new part. Just have a quick drink of sweet coffee and we're good. So I decided to take a tree out of there, and I actually end up adding a tree back in, which is highly unusual for me, but this is the second time I've done it. I'd never done it for about over a year, 18 months, and suddenly I've done it twice in probably the last 2 weeks. So USO has a whole lot of options as far as trees go. I'm going to go for the old dead tree because it fits with what we've got here. I'm going to have to sink it in a little bit, so bring it back onto the beach here. Like that. It actually is pretty forgiving. I like to do that and just try and find the tree I'm looking for that will fit into for what I want to do, because I want to, there is a kind of area, you'll see in a minute, there's kind of dead area in front of us that probably needs filling in with something else right there. So we'll just get that into place like this. Come on. There we go. Right, there is. I'm just trying to line it up with that walkway up to my right. There we go. Good. All good. Yep, and that looks as though it's been there forever, which is fantastic. Okay, so what we're going to do in that area under the orange house is we're going to build a little power station. Now, I'm not going to show you that particular build because I've done it so many times before, and we're getting that little frame rate drop again. There we go. So let's build this platform out so we can get it in and around the tree. We're not going to do anything with it in this video, but we will do something with it a little bit later on. So I'm going to speed this up because you've seen this before. It's just kind of rinse and repeat stuff, isn't it, really? Nothing fantastic to get things going, but eventually I want to use this as a pivot point just to link everything up onto that upper level there. Yeah, this is stock standard stuff. There we go, we've got our little platform in. Just to define it a little bit more, it often helps to do this and define your different areas. And also, I mean, the other thing is you've got to get your head around how all the heights are going to work. Given that it's on a hill and a slope, that can present some issues for you. So it has to be high enough so that you can get underneath and build underneath. So just about done. So okay, we're going to transition down the bottom in a second, and one of the things I want to get in is a floor in here. So measure the walls down, and then we're going to get the wooden foundation floor there, shack floor, and now I can still start to build a floor all the way through. As I said, with a lot of this build, just be aware that your heights need to be at a certain level. Obviously you can use whatever wall pieces you like. Obviously the warehouse pieces are a bit taller than that. You could obviously, there's plenty of room for you to use the warehouse walls here, but if you're going to do that, just use the technique that I just done just to get your heights right so that you can get walls in. So I'm just double checking that so that all works perfectly. Yep, all good. And so what we can do is we can start to lay out a whole lot of those foundation pieces around here, and start to do some more building underneath here. Let's speed this up and have a little bit of a music interlude. Okay, what next? So what I want to do is I want to start to build a kind of series of houses going from our little kind of entranceway that we just made down near the stairs, and kind of just drawing you through the settlement and down onto that bottom level. So I'm going to start with the metal prefab, and then we're going to build from there. So just use the pillar, pull it into place right next to the stairs here, like that. And you can see it's got a very very confined look in the settlement at the moment. I like it. It's like lots of things dropped in each other, which I really do like, that kind of feel and vibe. It's and it, you know, the look and feel I was going for here was really that they started building and from the bottom, and then just kind of kept adding and adding and adding to things. So yep, that's looking okay. Can we snap things off? That's always the thing when you sink something into the ground, is whether you've actually sunk it too far, and therefore it's going to stop things snapping on. I think that's what's happened here, so we might have to redo that. We're going to try a whole lot of different things now. I end up using these post-war walls from the Sanctuary mod that Cordless has ported across from PS4, I think. Fantastic mod. If you haven't seen it, check it out. It is really good mod. I use it a bit. I used it at Nordhagen to do the huts, the sea huts, and it just gives it a little bit of different look. Now what's happened here, as I've anticipated, is this isn't quite sunk into the hill, just a little bit too much. So I'm going to go for the easy fix first. Now these stairs are just there to allow me to get around and up to that next level, nothing else. Pop that back on, and we should now be able to snap things onto this like that. Fantastic. Yep, I like that. And you can see it's just it just gives a different look, and so I like using these materials a lot. And what I tend to do is I tend to vary them up a bit. Just have a look at the different colours and different walls that it offers. Right there, one more in here. And again, you know, we talked earlier in the build about pops of colour. Well, this is another way that you can get pops of colour into your settlement with this mod. There we go. So we're getting towards the end here. Like I said, I really just wanted to start to get things defined in this bottom area, and then start to pull everything together and make it all look coherent and do some decorating. And there's a heck of a lot of decorating to do in this settlement, so that's looking pretty nice. I just need to do a little bit of a support system here, so I'm going to use these metal columns here, because they actually look as though they've been there forever. It ties these kind of prefabs in nicely. Here we go. And now the only other thing we've got to do is block up that wall somehow. So I'm going to try a few things. An old favourite comes to the rescue, so I'm going to try a few of these end caps and whatnot. See what might work. Some of these. See, that's okay, but then it's okay. It's going to leave an opening, so you're always going to have that issue. So that's not ideal. So we'll get rid of that. Yeah, there's nothing really that's going to work that isn't still open-ended. Yeah, that just doesn't look right. So this is part of the process. Go through and try all kinds of different things. See what works. See if it looks right. If it doesn't, try something else. And this is what ends up happening here. So I'm looking through for solutions in the metal tab, and I come across the wall boards, and surprise, surprise, they fit perfectly. That's what we go with, and it actually gives it a nice little look. So guys, this has been quite the project. We're getting towards the end now, and next week hopefully I will show you where we're up to, with a whole lot of areas at least part decorated, and then we'll make a determination what we do next in the settlement, or whether we just finish up as is. So thanks for watching this episode. Thanks for supporting the channel as ever. We will catch you next time in the Hilltop settlement. See ya.